And we are live. Welcome back to the Laker Loyalty Podcast. I'm one of your three co-hosts, Black Muse, and want to introduce my other co-hosts. First, we have the one and only Samurai, aka Egyptian Laker. Shout out to the people.
Yeah.
Say what's up, Samurai.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Laker Loyalty. Can't spell loyalty out the LAL. Big
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to the Dodgers. Game 2 win.
Yes, sir. And then we also have our third co-host, Alante. Shout out to the people, Alante.
Hey, you see what time it is.
You see what time it is, bro? Got the Laker Dodger connection, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You see what time it is. Reported live from Sunset.
Also, want to shout out to Samurai, aka Egyptian Laker. Tell the people where you're at right now.
Oh yeah, I'm over here at LA Live, crypto, aka really Staples Center to all the OG fans. I got Kobe right here over our shoulders, over my
Got
shoulder.
the Mamba statue.
But I had to get Kobe in this to bless us with his presence for our second episode.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We're looking forward to hopefully you being able to be live at the games and stuff, or at least outside the facility when we're doing our stuff. Just let you know we're coming from LA for real. Now,
live in the field.
I personally am not in LA, but y'all are though.
Y'all gotta join the chatter. We're live streaming games. Y'all gotta join the live game rooms. Come on, y'all.
On Chatter. We simulcast the Chatter at Clubhouse, but on Chatter you can actually watch it with us. So definitely want to invite y'all to come.
Come on. Come pull up. Bring your auntie.
Pull up. All right. So without further ado, I want to get into kind of what we've seen. We've seen 2 preseason games. First of all, I'm excited that Laker basketball is back in the first place.
Yeah.
We've seen 2 preseason games, and I'm wondering what you guys have seen so far in terms of what you like, what you don't like. We haven't had any of our main stars play. We had Austin Reeves the first game, but even he didn't play the second game. We didn't see LeBron or Luka at all. We didn't see Marcus Smart at all, and we saw Gabe Vincent only in the second game. But let's start with you, Samurai, aka Egyptian Laker. What are you noticing so far from the preseason game?
I was, you gotta blow this shit up. Just change it, trade everybody. It's what most Laker fans are saying after 2 fucking preseason games.
Right, bro?
Ridiculous, man. Like 4 of our 6 top, I say 4 to 5 of our top 6, 7 rotation guys didn't play the second game or didn't play the second half. Like Reeves didn't play the second half. First game, I mean, man, I never stress too much about preseason. I saw glimpses of greatness from some new additions, like Jake LaRavia has some
Jake from State Farm.
Plays.
Jake from State Farm.
I guess that's
good neighbor.
That's sticking in LA now. I hear that shit everywhere. We got to see Vando's some of his offensive skill set that either he's been hiding or not been able to use, or he's developed. Either way, it's good to see that. And then just to see like RJ Davis got stud from summer league get his run, and it's still, I think both teams we played had more of their rotation / star players played than we did in both games. So
yes, definitely.
Especially versus the Warriors, I think the fact that we lost by like 8 and they had didn't they start their starting 5?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
their actual starting 5.
Yeah. Noticeably, Al Horford.
I still want to see some improvement. My bad. Last thing, I want to see a little more from Ayton. I know he's probably just getting the groove of things. Obviously, he doesn't have Luka there and LeBron, which he'll thrive a lot more with. Still see a little more from him, and just some of the other guys. Dalton Connect, obviously, but I'm not too worried about Connect. I'm not sure how much time he has left on the Lakers again this season.
Yeah. What I was going to say was I think noticeably Al Horford did not start the game, but he did come in with the second unit.
But, yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to start in general. That actually surprised me because I expected him to start. But I guess did they go with Kevon Looney? I don't even know who they started.
No.
I don't even think it was Looney. I don't remember who they started.
No, Looney's in New Orleans.
But Looney New Orleans. So
that's right. That's right. So I don't. But who started it? I don't even know who their starting 5 was. I could look it up.
I thought
I forgot who their starting 5 was.
I don't know.
Fact check.
Mandela effect.
Today.
Definitely.
Who started?
I thought he came in later. Definitely Butler as Curry started and Draymond for sure. I don't remember the other 2 starters.
Did Podziemski start?
But yeah, Pod started, and then I don't know who the 5th person was.
Podziemski. Okay.
I don't remember.
But I can look it up. It's not that big of a deal. This ain't Warrior loyalty. This is Laker loyalty.
Right.
Yeah. No, I just want to know though. I was just
I
curious.
just know that they played a lot of their rotation. And if
Yeah.
I could jump in and chime in on the first 2 games of the preseason, like I think like there were bright spots. You know what I'm saying? I see like without our 2 best players playing, I see enough from the role players that I'm like, okay, like these guys are used to their role. They know what they're doing. And once we get our guys back, like I could see how this engine could move.
Yeah.
Jake LaRavia or LaRavia, however the pronunciation is.
I think it is LaRavia.
His team defensive awareness is really high level. Like he's always active on defense. He's always mucking it up. And I could accept the lineup with him and Vando playing together because Vando was a bright spot in the first 2 games. You see how mobile he was. He looked healthy and he was shooting the ball with confidence. I mean, come on, we seen the highlight from the other day where he did a spin move between the what was it
He did behind
between
the
the
back
legs
and
into
then
the
got it
Euro?
with the Euro, and I was like,
To the Euro?
dang,
Like,
he been working with
the
was it
floater?
Chris?
Like, come
Chris
on.
who does he work with? Chris
Chris
somebody?
Johnson. Yeah,
Chris
he was
Johnson.
working out with Chris
Yeah,
Johnson
Chris
over the
Johnson
summer.
told you that, bro. That's what's up. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all got and the video, the workout with him and Chris Johnson is up on YouTube right now. So y'all can check that out. So you see what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off what you guys are saying, like I got really excited about things like Vando to start off. Like one particular play was Vando hit a corner 3 and he just shot that shit with the utmost confidence. And there's a couple of shots he missed, but he shot them without hesitation. And I was like, okay, I'll fuck with that. Like, because those are gonna be wide open for him, and like he could take advantage of this dynamic of people don't respect him yet, so they'll leave him alone. And so they're going to focus energy on LeBron and Luka. And so hitting him in the corner, provided that he's improved his shot, that could be huge for us.
Yeah.
And, we don't have him anymore. But as Dodo said last year, bro, butt naked wide open. Like, that's what it is. Like, people like LaRavia and all of them are going to get way more open looks because Luka and LeBron are going to command a lot of shit. And also, DeAndre Ayton scored 1 point the first game and like 7 or 8 points the second game or something like that.
Yep. Yeah,
and
7.
The thing is, he's going to be so wide open when it comes to him playing with Luka and
Mute your mic for a
LeBron.
second. Sam, mute your mic for a second. Yeah, we get in trouble. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, all I was going to say was he's going to be so much more wide open and being able to get passes from them because of their abilities that I'm not too worried about him not scoring as much right now. Like, I don't think that that's going to be a bad thing later. And I think that pick and roll between him and Luka in particular is going to be like potentially diabolical because he's actually that's like one of the things he's good at. Ayton.
Right.
And if you just have somebody that can give him the ball, he could score a lot easier.
I don't know. Is it just the Laker and me guys? Like, anytime we get a big that can run a pick and pop well, it just makes me think of the triangle offense. I don't know. I just be like, damn, I wish we had that offense again.
Yeah. No, I do miss the triangle offense. We won championships with that offense.
I kind of miss the triangle, man.
NBA trying to get away from that. It's too fundamentally sound. They need highlights. It's a highlight league, remember?
It's the best offense ever.
Oh, it is. I agree. I'm just saying the NBA don't want shit like that no more.
Nah, man, come on. That triangle. Man, think of beauty. Think of beauty.
I think no coaches. I know some coaches run variations of it, but not like really. True. Not. I don't even think variations anymore. I haven't really seen any teams really run an offense, anything like that.
I mean, but our offense can thrive as a pick and roll offense. Like,
I
missed the triangle, especially with Luka. Fan. But our offense can function very well. I think I'm more concerned about what our defense is going to look like when everybody's back. And I didn't like what I saw defensively in the first game at all. The second game was a little bit better, but it's still room for improvement. But when you have guys like Marcus Smart out there, I think that's going to help us a lot more. And so I'm interested to see what combinations of Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia, and Vando might be. Not necessarily all three at the same time, but just different combinations. Any combination of 2 out of 3 of them, I think that'd be interesting. And I'm really interested to see who's going to finish games. Everybody's talking about who's going to start. I'm interested to see who's going to finish games, particularly when we need stops. And I'm thinking that's a great role for Marcus Smart potentially to finish games.
Yeah.
And if we really need defense, you know what I mean? Like we're up by we're protected like a 3-point lead or some shit, then we'll probably have Bando out there too. But yeah, I want to see what happens when we need to lock in. Can we lock in as a unit? And I do think that we still need some more wing depth, but I'm curious to see how big of a need that still is.
It's not a need.
I do think it's a need. And the reason why I think it's a need is it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's for specific matchups. Like the Warriors, the way that they were getting wide open looks gives me pause about our ability to defend the perimeter. And it was worse in the first game against Phoenix.
But we was giving Steph wide open shots in that game. Come on, Jason.
Yeah, no, but that's a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't give Steph wide open shots.
But I mean, it was like that was like the B team. That was guys that was going to be at the bottom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could chalk it up.
Season.
You could chalk it up to those guys aren't going to get a lot of rotation minutes, but no, because like Laravia was out while that was happening, and so to his credit, Vando was actually really good at mirroring him and getting around screens. So Vando's actually really good at defending Steph when he needs to be, and I like that.
Yeah.
But other than him, I didn't see any. I mean, it wasn't even just Steph. It was like Pods had some wide open threes. It was just in general, like other dudes getting like Moody, Gary Payton, like open corner threes because Rui Hachimura doesn't know how to fucking rotate. Like shit like that is annoying. And like I don't want to have a whole long season of frustration because, and again, I'm not trying to hate on Rui because offensively I think Rui's great. But defensively, Rui does things that are so idiotic that it's like, bruh. And I don't know if it's fatigue or what it is, but it's like, come on, bro. Like, you can't do that. Or, you know, what's the shooter that we have that we've traded? Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect makes defensive decisions sometimes, and I'm just like, dude. Like of all the people to like go under against, you don't go under a screen on Steph, bro. Like that's obvious.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that you don't know that. There's no way you didn't go over that in practice. Like what are you doing? And he did that with Clay a couple times last year. That really made me mad. Like it was like I remember we talked about it. It was like 3 plays in a row where Clay did the same move and Dalton went under the screen and Clay got a wide open 3. And I'm like, bro, it's Klay Thompson, bro. Like, you made the same mistake 3 times in a row. Like the first time, okay, you fucked up. You was tired. But the second and third time, like, bro, what are you doing? Like it was to the point where they had to call a timeout. I don't want to see shit like that this year. And we have a personnel, assuming everybody's healthy, but we don't have to suffer like that. Like I don't think Marcus Smart would allow that several plays in a row if he's healthy. Vando wouldn't. Laravia is decent. I think Laravia is a better defender than any of the people I'm complaining about. So not to be long winded,
but if I could hop in, no, you good because you were making some very valid points. But like I was just gonna jump in and ask y'all like, two preseason games down. I believe we have 4 more left. Like, what are y'all like? Is everybody? Are you coming solid on what your expectations are for certain people that are going to be in the rotation this year? Like I'm saying, like based on these 2 games, like have you seen enough to be like, okay, I could see how bright they're going to be in their roles this year?
Egyptian Laker, why don't you go first?
Go ahead.
You want me to
go third?
Okay. So I would say I haven't seen enough because it is only 2 preseason games. Yeah. I would like to take every single one of our 6, 7, whatever many preseason games and then make an assessment. I have seen a couple of flashes of things that I'm excited and hopefully continue to see. I talked about what I thought about Vando. I've briefly mentioned Laravia
Sam,
and some
you got
of the things
win.
I'm seeing with him. You got a little win going on, Samurai. But I did talk about Laravia and some of the things that I've seen from him. What I didn't talk about yet was I actually saw some things from Jackson Hayes that I liked, and I saw some things from Austin Reeves that I liked in terms of him continuing to take steps forward in his first game. I believe he was the leading scorer in that game. And then the third person that we haven't talked about is I saw some things from Gabe Vincent that I was not expecting.
Ding, ding,
and I
ding,
loved
ding,
what I
ding,
saw
ding,
from Gabe
ding.
Vincent. And
so we brought him up last week. Remember?
So for Gabe Vincent to come out and like I made a joke, I was being facetious, but I was like, he think he Allen Iverson right now, like with the braids, he hitting fadeaways. I'm like, bro,
yo, like he looked very healthy, and that's the reason why I asked y'all that question because I'm like I feel like everybody else that I know is going to get rotation minutes. I like what I saw either in game one or game two or both. You know what I'm saying? Like to your point, Jason, like Vando is going to be so fucking good this year. And if Rui can't step his shit the fuck up, Rui will be coming off the bench. And Rui makes too much money to come off the bench. So if Vando is shooting that thing with confidence and can mirror what Rui's doing on offense and his defense already a plus, Rui's going to get played off the floor. Sorry, that's the reason I'm like, we got 4 more games left. Like, bro, you got to show us a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love what we're seeing from Jackson Hayes. I think like when we got Aiden, we just gave away his starting position. But like I think he feels some type of way about that. Like he's dunking the
Yeah.
basketball, he's blocking shots at the rim. He's doing everything that we wanted him to do last year before we traded Anthony Davis. Like it's like damn, like okay.
And to be
Like
fair,
I seen glimpses of it.
To be fair to him too, he was actually pretty decent before we traded AD. Like he was. Remember, I used to not.
He was decent all season.
Yeah, I
He
used to
was.
not like when he used to come in for AD at first, and then but that year when we traded him, I was like, you know what, I'm cool with it now. Like I'm comfortable with him coming in for AD for these little minutes, and you know doing what he does. And then we traded AD, and he was like, my attitude about it was, all right, this is an opportunity for him because now he has Luka, and Luka was making Lively look good, so why can't Luka make him look good? And he was okay, but like, yeah. So I do think that he does have a little bit of a chip on his shoulders, and I'm wondering to what extent he'll take a step forward.
He's not a 30-minute a night center. That's the thing. Like, he's not that guy. Like, we didn't have a backup center for the most part last year. So if we would have had a backup center, we probably would have did a little bit better against Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Because it was clear. Like, Rudy Gobert's soft ass, he ain't doing shit. all that video with him and Nicola, bro, we know you ain't shaking no trees and nothing ain't coming off. Like, stop it. Like, you're not a tough guy. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just your reputation. Like, since Draymond Green choked you out, like, it's just like, come on. It's like, I'm just saying.
So
that's the thing. I'm still kind of salty we've been going out in the first round. I think we're going to do a hell of a lot better this year.
Yeah. To throw this out there, one of my concerns I've had is what happens when you get a big that is stronger than Ayton. I could bully him around a little bit. Joel Embiid type or Jokic type. And Jokic in particular, because Jokic, I think, is smart enough to take advantage of it. Jokic used to kind of quasi do it to AD. And so now I'm like, okay, Aiden is not an all-world defender. That's not his skill set. He's more an offensive guy. In a pinch, in a crunch, in the playoffs, if we have a matchup like, okay, now we're playing the Nuggets and Jokic could just bully ball Ayton the whole game, what do we do? And I don't even know what the answer to that is. I don't know if we're going to go with like Rui, if we're going to try to do something with Vando like we've done in the past with success. Are we going to have LeBron guard him? Like what's going to happen? I'm a little concerned. I'm not hitting the panic button, but I do think that's a question that needs to be answered scheme-wise.
That's the reason why, like, in our offline, like I was telling you, I think we need another center. Just because we're gonna have that same issue with the Nuggets this year. I think that they're like we're gonna be successful against teams that can potentially beat the Nuggets. Like I think we could beat the Nuggets, but I think like we would be giving up a lot in the middle. Like, and it'd be so much to where it's just like, could we stop them enough from scoring in the middle for us to beat them? And I'm not sure. I haven't seen enough shooting because I think like right now, like the way Vando is shooting it with confidence, I feel like Dog Connect should be shooting it like that, especially with his poor performance in the summer league. I would have thought that he would have took the time in between summer league or preseason to just be in the gym getting up shots every single fucking day. Because like when he stepped out on the floor, he looked lost. Like he looked lost in the sauce. He looked like he didn't know what he was doing. His attention to detail is like I don't mean to like really get at him because he's coming into his second season, but it's just like, bro, like you were an SEC player of the year. You know what I'm saying? I know that you know basketball, bro. So it's just like I just really wish he just get his head in the game and get out. I think it's a mental thing because, like, bro, you know you can shoot, you know you're athletic, but you just got to pay attention to defense and shoot that motherfucker with confidence. God damn it! Like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's crazy.
To Egyptian Lakers Samurai, and kind of a continuation or part two of my question, like What do you see, not only with Jokic potentially using his size and his physicality against Ayton, but like people like Gordon on the same team
Mhm.
taking advantage of the Lakers with using their strength and out rebounding and shit like that potentially? Like, is that a worry for you?
As long as Vando's healthy, like I think I see him covering in a lot of those matchups with Ayton and or if Jackson Hayes is in. If Jackson Hayes is in, Vando definitely has to be in. Yeah, it's still worrisome. Like I agree with Lonte how we could use another center. I mean, a lot of like every NBA team going back to having like 2 to 3 legit centers on their rosters and shit. But when we went to the small ball era, now it's going back to kind of like the big man era, even though everyone's still like 3-point reliant shooting. But everyone's getting big again. Like 'cause Jackson Hayes, we were saying that he's always thrived more in a backup role, or even if like you put him in with a center, like when we playing, like say the Nuggets got Jonas Valanciunas and Jokic in just for a
Right.
few minutes, maybe at the same. Then we got to put Jackson Hayes with Ayton
And I bet you they both gonna play at the same time.
and Vanderbilt. I would still want Vanderbilt, just like a big ass lineup. So I mean,
Yeah.
luckily we have Vando who can probably cover positions. Rui actually covered Jokic. There's a few plays like throughout the battles we had at Denver where I remember Rui would do well, but I'm not gonna rely on him too much
I
to be
mean,
like a
I mean,
Jokic stopper.
to your point, like, bro, I like our big lineup is pretty good because it would be like
Yeah,
Luka, LeBron, Jake, Rico, Jake, Vando, and Ayton if we really wanted to do
yeah.
a big lineup. You know what I'm saying?
And then y'all can't forget about my boy Christian Coloco. Once he gets a few more pounds on him, he might be the secret weapon.
Well, here's the thing.
I was rooting for him last year.
That
I was
that
like,
li
I want him to do good.
that
He couldn't
lineup
hold on to a ball for his life depending on it.
that lineup that you articulated, Lonte, I'm concerned about that because I don't think that there's anybody in that lineup that can actually successfully chase Jamal Murray around and keep him from scoring at will, basically, and particularly from the perimeter. I think that
Mhm.
Vando would fare the best, and maybe Jake, but
Yeah.
that
But
that
I'm
would
saying
be a
like,
problem
Who,
in my
Jamal
opinion.
Murray? What about Marcus Smart? You're talking about big
yeah,
guys?
No, but he
like
didn't
no,
say Marcus
just a
Smart.
big, yeah, just a big
Big,
lineup.
big,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
because
Yeah.
isn't Jake like
Yeah, we
6'6"?
could always use.
Isn't
Yeah,
Jake
I
six
Jake,
think
six?
yeah.
6'7". No, I think he like
Yeah.
six. He
Yeah,
might be.
6'6", 6'7".
He
Yeah,
might.
so like
Yeah,
to have an average height of 7, like that's a big lineup, and I think
yeah.
that's the
That's a good
best
size.
available that we have. Luka's 6.
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying if you got one of the things you can do against a big lineup, if they're not fast enough at the perimeter, is you
Yeah.
can run schemes that get your perimeter guys, your quick guys, past people or
Right.
get open looks, and so Jamal Murray can exploit that. Didn't they pick up Hardaway Jr.? I think they picked up Hardaway
Yeah.
Jr. They got Christian Brown. They got Bruce Brown back.
Yeah.
Like they got
Fuck
players
that,
that it's like
man.
I would be a
Ugh.
little nervous to go with a big lineup and then give up agility where those players can
Yeah.
hit open looks and shit. And then they also picked up dude from the Nets. They picked up Cam
Cam
Johnson, and
Yeah.
he could hit threes. So like it's like
He's a
you
better
know
improvement
He's
over
a
Michael Porter Jr.
he's an upgrade from
he,
Michael Porter Jr. And they spending less money, and they was able to upgrade after going 7 games with the defending
yeah.
NBA champions and losing towards the end.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
Well,
mean that's
I
just
mean they got blown out, but
that's just
it was supposed
one
to
like scenario, and there's different mismatch issues with different teams that we can cover. But I'm just saying like I that is why I still have questions about how well we can do because mismatches that are blaring, given our roster, I'm not sure that we have
Yeah.
answers for. I mean, I can go to Ant-Man and like who's like Vando's okay. Marcus Smart, if he's healthy, is okay. But like for a whole game or a whole series, what's that gonna look like exactly? I don't know. I actually don't know, and I'm looking forward to getting those questions answered.
Yeah. And
Jalen
I think
Brunson in New
that's the
York, even though
part.
we wouldn't see them in the playoffs until the finals, but like I'm just thinking about different
Yeah.
matchups that could be issues.
But that's where the development part of if it comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because like we'll only know how good we are until these games actually start counting. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
still haven't seen a Duke hero yet. Like, what if that
Right.
kid comes in and becomes a role player and like shit, like then that's an extra added bonus. That's why,
Yep.
like you say, we need 3 and oh my god, 3 and D when we need wing depth. Like I'm like, dude, like we got what we got, and if this is not enough, then somebody has to
Yeah.
go because
Yeah.
like
some
Like,
move will be made.
We don't have enough
move has to
proven
be
wing.
made.
We don't have enough depth that we know of yet. That you're right that we still have questions about people like, I don't know, how good can the rookie be right away? We don't know yet. Cool. That's a good question.
I also think we might not. My bad. I'll say I don't think we'll even see the set starting lineup to at least like 10 games. I mean, it took 8 games. The first 8 games we had the same starting lineup last year, and
Yeah.
after that it was like 24 different combinations of starters.
Right.
And so I think it's still a lot of coaching too. A lot of Reddick, JJ, and the coaching staff. Like, I don't think the starters on opening night will be the starters by the end of the year. Just like most years. I mean, we had a year where that has happened, where like at least 4 of the 5 ended the year as starters, either gone, traded, free agent, or some players played better and ended up becoming a starter. And also, like I said, like also the closing 5, same thing. Like our closing 5 to start the season could be different than the closing 5 by the middle of the season. But I'm like piggyback off what y'all said. I'm waiting to see, once we see Marcus Smart, how he's gonna fit with Luka, and then Vando with LeBron playing, and everybody like I'm not worried yet. To answer the overall topic from the beginning of this podcast, like I'm not panicked or worried really about anything much. I think out of all the NBA teams in preseason, we've probably played the least amount of our heavy rotation guys. So I've been checking out scores and highlights of other teams, and a lot of them are playing like their main guys are playing in these preseasons.
And we will play some of our main guys before preseason's over. Like I expect.
I know, like last game or two for sure, they're gonna they'll suit up.
But yeah, it's But what are you gonna say, Alante? I don't want to cut in before you get the chance to speak.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, what are y'all? This is far too early to say. What is your seeding expectation in the West by the end of the season? Let's go. I want to hear it, and I'm gonna go last.
Yeah. So the thing about the Lakers is it's hard to predict them because they have a high ceiling and a low floor, right? So like there's a lot of range that right now they could fit in.
It's far too early. It's far too early.
It's far too early, but literally they can.
Give me a number.
I'm getting there.
Give me a number. Give me a number.
Literally,
Jason.
they can go.
Give me a number, Jason.
Anywhere from.
I need a number.
Let me finish.
Let me get a
anywhere,
number.
They can go. I'm about to tell you.
Can I have it? Can I have the number? Can I have the number, Jason?
So they can go anywhere from 2 seed, in my opinion, to damn to the 8th seed.
Just one.
I'm almost there. Man. I'm almost there. Let me get it out. I'm just describing the range. Okay. Now, as far as what my expectation is, I fully expect the Lakers to be able to get 4 or above. I think that they're good enough to do that.
4 or higher.
Or above. But there's a lot of things that they would need to do and address to do that. But my expectation is they should be able to get 4th seed or above. Okay. But I'm also realistic. It's possible that the Lakers may be in the damn play-in again. That is totally possible in the West. So I'm not going to sit here and act like because my expectation is that's what they're going to do. If I had to make a prediction, I would say the Lakers will probably be around 2 or 3, but that's best case. But that's what I'm predicting because I do think that a lot of the incentive structures for the team are to do the things they need to do that, right?
God damn.
I know, right? Back it up like a dump truck.
Okay, all right. I think Sam was saying 4, but he got a truck going on. Okay. So since Sam said 4, I'm gonna go 3 seed, and here's why.
4. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna keep my short. 4 was what I expect, but it could be better. That's just my expectation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 because I think that Luka is gonna tear the league the fuck up this year. And I think based off the 2 preseason games that I've seen, excuse my language, it is gonna be crazy this year. All you gotta do is make open shots. The passes that he had in Eurobasket were crazy. The type of revenge tour that Luka is on right now, I hope everybody's strapped up and ready to go because we still ain't seen him yet. He's still a top 3 player in the league. So it's just like, I'm not tripping off of being 0-2. That's why earlier I asked y'all about your expectations for the rest of Summer League. Like, I'm really not worried because I know at the end of the day, the ball is either going to be in Luka's hands for the most part, LeBron's hands, or Austin Reeves' hands. And I think Austin Reeves might have the ball more than LeBron this year. I think LeBron is only trying to get easy buckets to push his scoring record above 50,000. And I hate to date the show, but we have the decision part 2 dropping soon. So like, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what that's about. And shit, like I really think that Austin Reeves will be the it's a toss up between Austin Reeves and DeAndre Ayton right now. How far we really go. I think what I see from Austin Reeves in that first game, if he could do that while Luka's going off, we win games. Because LeBron's good for 10. You know what I'm saying? And everybody chipping in. I seen enough where like Gabe Vincent giving us 16 in that second preseason game. I was like, damn, I like that. Because last year he went through stints to where he did not see the ball go down. And that in that second preseason game, he looked like Gabe Vincent from Miami to me. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, damn, okay. And then we still got key pieces missing. I'm like, the gumbo's tasting good, y'all.
Yeah.
Gumbo's tasting good. I don't know. We gotta see. It's gonna take some time.
All right, let me throw this question out there to you guys. So there seemed to have been some concerns last year after the playoffs about JJ Reddick and his coaching style, specifically the controversial decision to go with the starting five for a whole game in an elimination game, and things like that. Some people chalked it up to him not being a veteran seasoned coach and stuff like that. And other decision that he made got implicated in that discussion. Are you guys concerned at all about JJ Reddick's ability to maximize what we have on the roster? Why or why not?
I'm not yet, because I'll give him a bit of the doubt. It was his first season of coaching anything in his life. He didn't coach college, high school. You know, this is just it was straight from podcasting to coaching. And I know he's a smart basketball player, playing the league. He's got his experience. He's played against guys who are still in the league right now, and even on the Lakers. So I think obviously the standard for any coach in the first season, he exceeded expectations. Third seed. We had, he made a lot of good moves throughout the season, in games, game to game. So I'll not worry too much about him yet until, I feel once we get to Christmas, we'll be able to really have a good sample size of like an assessment of how he's been coaching. I mean, it was still weird that series, and then him benching Jackson Hayes the whole game 5. I was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? But I don't know. I felt like maybe it was something more personal, or he was just like really trying to teach Jackson a lesson. Some had to have also happened like like that we didn't see, or in the locker room or practice for that to happen. I still believe that. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out one day.
And what about you, Alante?
What was ask me a question one more time.
Are you concerned about JJ Reddick's inexperience, I guess, like some people in Laker Nation?
The man, he just got an extension. I'm confident that I've seen enough so far that I'm confident that he can maximize the potential of his team, because of what everybody said on media day, how they talk about JJ. He keeps it real with us. Like he lets us know like how it is. And then a few guys on the team then played with JJ, so they know JJ. You know what I'm saying? Luka didn't play with JJ. Maxi Kleber didn't play with JJ. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Didn't Marcus Smart play against JJ? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Against them.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like, man, like, so guys understand it. You know what I'm saying? I think the way he breaks the game down is easier. And I think because we're keeping a lot of guys that we had from last year, our offense should be more fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like guys should know their spots on the floor. Like, of course, there'll be tweaks here and there, you know what I'm saying, to maintain a competitive edge. But it's just like we settled in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like between the collection of guys that we got, like we should have enough. We should have enough. We don't like the question marks. The question marks on the team. Adu, Maxi Kleber. What does it give us? Shit. Does Bronny James take a jump this year? I mean, shit. Happy birthday to Bronny. It is his birthday today. Shit, I forgot.
Okay. Happy birthday to Bronny.
Yeah.
Shout out Bronny.
And yeah, like I mean, we got what we got. We gonna see if LeBron gonna retire tomorrow, the day after his son's birthday.
That's an Amazon Prime promotion. That's all that shit is.
I think it is though.
That Prime Amazon Prime Day is coming up.
Yeah.
LeBron
he said, "Happy birthday, son."
Amazon.
Oh yeah. If follow and by the way,
Amazon Prime. Blah blah blah.
the announcement part 2.
and in terms of JJ Reddick too, like the fact that he had a different dynamic throughout the first season with 80 LeBron, and then second half of the
80
season Luka and
Luka.
LeBron, and then
Right.
now also the
That's 80
underlying
LeBron.
theme of the whole thing is we haven't even had a full season with Luka yet. So now we're about to like really. That's
Right.
why that's another reason why I can't like really give too much of a critique of JJ's job as a coach. Like to me, he definitely was above average. I mean, and I mean for a minute, I mean I was like he should get coach of the year, but by the middle of the season, it felt like he was coach of the year at some point, or like by February, March, April, he was definitely the top
Yeah.
3 candidates. And then so now, I mean, we'll see what happens. You got Luka now officially locked in. It's really a Laker coming in full season training camp. They obviously recruited players. Luka personally recruited players along with the staff and Rob and coach and everything to get players. So we'll see. I don't think we're going to be any worse than last year. So that's what keeping me optimistic. We're going to either stay the same, which we're a 3rd seed, like 50 wins, 52 wins.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stay right around that, if not more. I just think we're going to go obviously way further in the playoffs. We might have a few less wins. We might have a few more wins. Might have the same amount of wins. Might be 3rd seed, 4th seed, 5th seed. Obviously, I'd like the 4th seed, so at least the first round is a home court advantage, guaranteed home court advantage. But we definitely going deeper in the playoffs. I mean, this team was definitely built, and I mean, players were recruited for obviously playoff purposes because we know we're getting.
That's what's up. And I asked this question last time, but I want to re-ask it again to see if your answers have changed. What are some matchups that you guys are anticipating are going to be tough for us in general? Now, I've already gone on record talking about the Nuggets and stuff, but are there specific teams?
Nuggets probably a big one. Yeah. I think Timberwolves might still be a little bit of an issue. Like I said, like this, we have Ayton. Jackson Hayes was basically the only big man. I mean, Jimson and Koloko are like, rookies, G League guys who really weren't they were like a few minutes at a time. They had a few little highlights here and there. But really, it was just Jackson Hayes in the playoffs. So now we got Jackson Hayes. Maxi Kleber was injured. Alex Len was garbage. And so we'll have now in and Jackson Hayes, and then we have a few other big bodies. If we just need bodies put out there, like Maxi Kleber or Vanderbilt can jump in and cover a big man. So I feel we definitely have more reinforcements on the front line, centers and forwards, wings. But again, we could always. I agree. Who said earlier we could always add another solid big man, or who knows, maybe of one of our free agent signings or one of our young guys will make the jump to be like a rotational big man. Maybe Koloko breaks loose this year, or who's the dude we just waived and re-signed? Tyler.
Yeah.
What about
I still wish we kept Jay Huff because he's like basically the second backup, the backup now in Memphis or something, or Orlando. I forgot where he is right now.
Yeah, I think he's out there in Memphis.
Alonzo, what are some teams you're anticipating we might have matchup issues against?
I'm gonna go Denver and maybe Houston. But I think and maybe Dallas. Like I think we'll be in the thick with them. Like when I anticipate like the top of the West, I'm like I got Oklahoma City, Denver, us, Houston, Dallas. Like we're right in there, and then like everybody else just kind of falls out of that. I don't think Minnesota's going to be as good as they were last year. I don't think the Pelicans are going to make any type of noise whatsoever. The Warriors just might barely make the play in this year. So
Yeah,
I'm just like, it's more of the same. It's gonna be more of the same. The only team that might sneak up, San Antonio.
I was about to say I was glad you said that because I was gonna say you.
What do you make of the Clippers if Kawhi doesn't get suspended?
Who? Never heard of him.
Hey, Steve Ballmer. I mean, Steve Ballmer.
If Kawhi doesn't get suspended,
can you pay me a couple of million and I show up?
I'm not worried about them either way.
Pay me a couple million and I show up. At least I'll promote your shit.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there because it's not like they're not talented. They have a weird predicament right now, but
I'm never worried about them.
I mean, it seems like the NBA is dragging their feet on this investigation already. Like they ain't had no updates. They ain't did no press conference. Adam Silver sitting there acting like he don't know what's going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, man, I don't know what's up with these basketball commissioners right now. What the fuck
I
is
think
going
they feel
on?
bad enough that it's the Clippers. Like if it was a different team, or they're like, man, it's
But
them
he's the
motherfuckers suck
richest
their whole
owner.
entire existence. I know that's saying
Like,
money buys, he probably paid off Adam Silver right now. He probably just did another shady deal we don't even know about. Like,
well, it's like,
hey, that
come
shit happened,
on.
but here's an extra billion under the table. Let's
And
just get that shit
Kawhi
out of
over
here.
here talking about no clickbait journalism. Like, bro, this is not what that is. Like,
Yeah.
this was 3 hours going through paperwork, anonymous witnesses. Man, this looked like
If this, yeah,
this shit. It
if this
was
shit was the
it's
Lakers, it would be an investigation. Oh, Seoul would be in
it'd be
court right now.
everywhere. It'd be
It would be
everywhere
New
right now.
York. It was the Bulls, but it's the Clippers. They like them.
They trying to just let it slowly go away, but
I
it's just
know.
like, nah, bro. Like they gotta pay that price. They got this. It don't take this long to get that information. This shit came out in the
If
summer.
they
The
happen to
season is
have a
quickly
good
approaching.
season,
That's
if they happen to have a good season,
you know
hey, I'm
what?
bringing that shit up now. Fuck that. They should have been. They
That'd be
should
some
have got
bullshit.
suspended.
It would be some bullshit
Watch them have a hell of a season. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Let's go back to. Hey,
so
where Pablo Torres at?
so they gonna void his contract during the middle of the season?
Hell,
I
I don't
mean,
think
That's
they're doing none of
crazy.
that.
it's not clear what the options even are. Like this is like kind of unprecedented. I don't know that they even have rules about this in the
Right.
CBA. So
They're worth
David
$40 billion.
Stern would
They're not doing
never.
shit to him.
David Stern
They're
would
not doing
never.
shit.
He would never. What the fuck? You
I mean,
circumvent my salary cap?
there would have to be like some like undeniable evidence. They'd have to be like the equivalent of like a George Floyd video of like somebody being like Steve Ballmer is like on the phone recorded, like, yeah, we're gonna pay you under the table. Like it had to be something like that
Like
for them to
that's
be
what it
like,
takes.
okay, we can't ignore this no
That's
more.
what it takes.
I mean,
That's what it
sadly, I
takes.
think that's what it's gonna take because it's awkward for them. It hurts their dollars as a league
My
to
God.
punish the Clippers. So
Man, this would just be a bad situation.
The Clippers are the
Back-to-back bad
stepsons.
owners. Well, I
The
can't
Clippers
even
are
say
the.
David. I can't.
But here's
I
what I'm
take
saying:
that back.
the
Like
Clippers.
I can't say
No,
Ballmer's a
one was
bad owner.
racist. One was he's just dumb. He's
Right.
just socially awkward.
Right.
But
He like
the
he's
Clippers.
just a socially awkward nerd who made $40 billion.
The Clippers
But
are
Donald Sterling, like not only was he racist, but you're talking shit about an NBA legend. Like, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Don't be bringing Magic Johnson in my games. Like, bitch, who are you? Bro, you own the
Let me say-
Clippers, dog.
for real.
So let me say this: so the Clippers are definitely the
Can you
stepson,
imagine?
the stepchild in LA.
They used to
But,
give
like,
those tickets away for free.
The Clippers are the stepsons in LA, but they're still in the LA market, and so I think the NBA is like aware of that and what that means for their bottom line. Like having two teams.
Man, they
in
should have
LA
took their ass
kinda
back to
played
San Diego.
Oh, yeah, I mean, as
They
a Laker
gotta
fan,
move. They gotta move
but
to fucking Kansas.
they're not
or,
thinking like us Laker
Iowa.
fans. They're
They
thinking
need
like
to move to Montana.
they're not thinking
Wyoming.
like us Laker fans. They're thinking about their bottom line as a league, and so I think that that's probably why they're dragging their
I don't
feet.
think the Clippers. We got we got to look it up. I don't think the Clippers generate that much money as a team. You know, like the Lakers, we're one of the teams like in the green where like Lakers make so much money that they pay into the CBA to help the small markets teams stay afloat. I think the Clippers are one of them small market teams, even though they're in a big market. They got like
But it's the
negative
growth
numbers.
It's
or
it's the growth projection, particularly by an owner with that much capital. That helps.
They got to move them.
They're not just thinking about right this second. They're thinking about the future. And so doing anything that's going to indict Ballmer is a bad move.
Of course they're not. That's
them.
what I'm saying. Exactly. He could probably buy the NBA if he wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. So they want him as a partner. They want him involved.
That's why he
get.
Maybe if he sponsored Laker Loyalty, we talk more glowingly about them, and you know what I'm saying. And we could not show up to Clipper games, and he could pay us for it. We just talk good about.
But that's because he's the Clippers. I think if he was, on the flip side, I think if it was a big market team, there would be more of an investigation. Even though it would still the Lakers make so much money for the NBA that obviously they would probably want to leave it alone even more. But I think the flip side is also true though, that it's like, oh, it's the Lakers or it's the Bulls or it's the Boston. I don't think we get that. You gotta protect Boston. That's the Patriots of America type team. But like if it was New York or the Knicks or the Lakers, I think there would be a little more of an investigation. They'd probably leave it alone. but I think they'd be. It's the Clippers. I know everybody, half the world already forgot about this shit already. They're like, oh, we don't give a fuck about them.
Nah, you ain't never lie. If it was the Lakers, it would be endless. I mean,
and then also on top of that, Kawhi's barely played like 50 games a season, 60 games the past few years, so it adds more to people not caring. Like if Kawhi was playing 70 games, 80 games a year, balling out, MVP contention every year, and the Clippers were going far every year, then I think people would be more interested. But they're
I
who they
can't
are.
believe he getting all of this money for nothing. Like they had one Western Conference Final appearance this entire time. What the hell? Like you did all this for nothing. Y'all finna lose these. That's why I'm mad the NBA is dragging their feet on this investigation. It's like Donald Trump with the Epstein files, but we'll get that's besides the point.
Yeah, shit, because that motherfucker's on that list.
We'll let that slide. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Don't mix my sports and politics.
Huh. That'd be like if Adam Silver was one of the people getting money under the table with Kawhi.
Right.
Right. Like, come on, man. It was just and the thing is, it's like it's not it's like it's the way that they did it. It was like so obviously sloppy. Like if Kawhi would have just posted some ads on Instagram, bam, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you did what you were supposed to do and they gave you all that money. But like the thing that just made it crazy for me was just like they had ads with Robert Downey Jr. and Kawhi is getting like 28 times more than Iron Man. It's just crazy. I'm like, what's going on? Like, okay. Like, all right. Yeah, he got significantly more. So it's just like it raises red flags. And then they're gonna talk to shout out to Pablo Torre, who actually this is his story. So like I think he's been in touch with investigators and they've been trying to go over his research and I don't think he's given up any of his sources, but he has a lot of source material that he's handing over to him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I wish they stopped dragging their feet though.
We gonna see.
Yeah. So do you think what do y'all think like the conclusion of this could be? What do y'all think it should conclude? Before the season, during the season, after the season?
I mean, there should be some punitive action. If he's guilty,
there should be consequences.
There should be some punitive action. I just don't know what it should be. I don't know what's too little, too much.
They might maybe lose. I don't know. I mean, they're damn near don't have no draft picks for a while, but they could get some more stripped from them, or they could be suspended from maybe like making the playoffs. No, then they would just tank the season. But I don't know, something like, I mean, what happened to the Astros when they got caught cheating officially? The MLB did punish them somehow. They lost draft picks.
Yeah,
something like that. I mean, the MLB, like they lost certain draft picks, so something like that. I mean, that's
they
cheating.
Got fined too.
Yeah, they got fined. That's what's probably gonna happen. It's gonna be a fine. They're gonna lose their 2035 first round pick or some shit. I don't know, something like that.
I mean, if he took money though, he should get punished too. He should get suspended. In my opinion.
Yeah, he'll probably be maybe suspended a season.
I don't know about a whole season might be too. So I don't know what is too much or too little.
Or however, I don't know. Fine and a suspension for a certain amount of games.
I mean, because Ja Morant got 25 games for like holding a gun and shit, and like I feel like if Kawhi gets a whole season, that's overkill.
Maybe not a season, but just some. Yeah, I'm just throwing random shit out.
It's not like that, guys. It's just like he took money under the table for a certain amount of games for at least 4 or 5 years that we know of. So it's just like the thing is, it's like, okay, so if you void his contract like they did in past when they done in these situations, do you just allow him to immediately sign with another team?
No, you gotta suspend him for some amount.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he'll have to. Yeah.
Will he just be allowed to just sign with that team? Just go with every team and just go win a championship?
If they void his contract, then maybe void a contract and then like say they did that shit right now, then maybe wait like he can sign after the All-Star break or something, or I don't know, or like he'll be like maybe a restricted free agent. Maybe he can only sign for. They gotta make some kind of. That's why I say some type of consequence. Like, okay, you can go, but you can only go to a team that's at this luxury cap, or I mean, this salary cap, or has the luxury tax, available here. Like, there should be some kind of stipulations for him to go to another team. Yeah, I don't think it'd just be like he can just go to any team. It's got to be like they have to be under the salary cap by a certain amount, because most teams competing for a championship are probably over the salary cap.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams like close to or in the first apron right now.
Yeah, and most of the shittier teams are the ones who have under salary cap or will be under it or will be, have some room come the end of the year. So it'd be like an expansion draft type of situation where he could only go to certain teams.
I think
aren't
they'll
the
they'll void
Celtics
his
positioning
contract and not
themselves to get
allow him
him?
to sign for a year. Yeah, I mean,
Aren't the Celtics
Yeah.
positioning themselves?
That's what I meant by suspension
yeah.
for a year. Like if I'm assuming if they void
like
his
if his
contract.
contract is voided during the season, you can't allow him to sign with anybody else during the season. Nah.
I mean, I do think that's going to start a debate about that being too harsh of a punishment.
It'll set a precedent.
I know, but it's just but bro,
it'll
it's like
serve the purpose of
like they say he made somewhere in between $28 to $40 million outside of what he was already making with the NBA.
Oh, is that
so it's
much?
just like, yeah. So it's like, bro, like you can't sign nowhere for a year. You're good, bro. Stop it. You're good. I mean, man. Yeah. Like there has to.
I'm coming around to it, but I do feel like the NBA. Yeah, that's the pressure right there. Is it's gotta be harsh enough to where it's like, yeah, nobody else should do this shit. Cause like we gonna do you the same way. Like they gotta make an example out of them. But usually what that means is that the punishment is harsher for the person.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why I was saying off the top of my head a year. I mean, realistically that might be too much, but I could see them being like, all right, you can't sign with their team for a year, and then after that it's like restricted. He's like a restricted free agent type of situation where he can't go back to the team that signed him, but he still has, certain restrictions on his free agency. Not like a typical restricted free agent with their stipulation. Like obviously the team you're on can re-sign you before anyone else, but like saying like his free agency be restricted in a certain way.
He might retire. I ain't gonna hold you. He might retire.
I was thinking that because I feel like he's people joke around about Jokic not caring about basketball. Like Kawhi, I feel like Kawhi is naturally good at basketball. He doesn't maybe take it as serious as other people.
He would retire. Samurai, the Egyptian Laker.
I mean, he already won. What he got 2 chips in 2 different conferences. I mean, he don't, and he was the really probably the main guy in each championship. He don't. I don't really think. I don't know him at all, but he just body language, personality seemed like he really wouldn't care if he didn't play basketball again.
I mean, so then what happens to the Clippers if that worst case scenario they do everything you're saying? What happens to the Clippers then? They left with James Harden and Bradley Beal. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried. I don't give a fuck about that team. I don't care what happens.
No, I'm not saying concern. Even if Kawhi, I'm saying I know.
But I'm saying whether Kawhi stays or not, they're gonna be the same. I think
even with Brooke Lopez, all that other shit. Fuck the Clippers as a staff record label.
They might be that they could. Yeah,
you want to be down with
they
the
could
Clippers?
Be a
fuck you too.
Fuck you too.
Straight
and
up.
if they might be a playing team. They might be a lower seeded team. Yeah,
man. I mean, if we're being real about it, like they got guys in good. They got guys in great positions. You know what I'm saying? Like they could compete with Denver.
Got the decent roster.
You know what I'm saying? They have the depth to compete. But like, do I expect it though?
Yeah, Zubac can go head to head with Jokic.
I don't expect it. Yeah, Zoo is our greatest gift to them ever. Okay. And I hate the way we did it. You know what I'm saying? It was over some bullshit. But like,
also the greatest gift was denying Kawhi's requests and them getting Kawhi, which then ended up being bad in the end.
If those stories are true with Uncle Dennis, I'm tripping off of that. Like, bro was like really tripping. Like for real.
It does seem
Let me
like
get a piece of the Lakers. Let me get a piece of the Lakers. Let me get a piece of the greatest NBA team in history.
Like who you think you are, Michael Jordan? With that, did y'all see that Air movie or whatever about the shoes?
No, I still gotta see it. I've been wanting to watch it. I heard it's good.
Oh yeah, I did see Air.
Yeah, one of the plot points is that to get that shoe deal with Nike, Michael Jordan's mom, played by Viola Davis, is saying
part ownership.
Yeah, I got part ownership, and that was like unprecedented. And so to see Kawhi trying to get part ownership of the Lakers, like, who the fuck you think you are, bro?
Right.
1983, Michael Jordan.
For real, you can't even do that. You can't.
It's a conflict. It's a major conflict of interest.
You can't do that. You can't be an owner, player, coach. Like this is not semi-pro.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to put some B-roll on.
Again, you're not Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
All right, yeah. I'm about to play some B-roll while we talk. Continue to talk though, but
yeah. So this is against the Suns. Yeah, see, like this game, this one with the Suns, Vando really stuck out to me on this one. He had a couple of steals in this game that I was like, oh. And the Jackson Hayes dunk on Booker. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I like to see our
I know
backup
Jackson
center
had felt
dunking
good.
on people. Like, come on.
Yeah, you got to rebuild his confidence.
All of these guys are hungry right now. That's one thing I really like about this team right now. Everybody's hungry. Like Luka, I mean, he recently was somebody seen him at In-N-Out the other night. Like, come on, like my man can
No,
get a
that shit.
burger. He can get a burger
Let
every
him
once in
live.
a while.
Let him
You know
live.
what I'm saying? But it's like, damn,
And you
like,
get in and
okay.
out, which is like the best burger you can get. It's actually like in
They have
terms
all
of not like a burger is
natural
healthy, but they have healthy
ingredients.
options and they're all their shit.
Yeah.
For all we know, he was getting a protein burger, and who cares who's eating some carbs? I don't give a fuck. Whoever took that picture is fucking corny. Like, if you went up to the window and you were like, "Hey, I want to get a picture," and you're like, "What's up?" and like a cool picture, but not like fucking some stalker picture just to like for clout for the gram to be like, "Oh, I caught Luka eating bread. Look at this. How dare he?" After being in a Men's Health magazine.
So speaking
this guy's a fucking crook.
So speaking of weight gain and weight loss, we gotta bring up two players. Because we already know about Slim Thug Luka, but how y'all feeling about Slim Thug Zion and 15 pounds weight gain Anthony Davis?
I think AD saw Luka was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite shit. He was like, we were trading for each other. I'm gonna get fucking big as fuck.
He on that Luka diet.
Zion needed to. Zion needed to.
He gave up these shots.
Zion was getting too many. Zion was getting too many injuries to his knees, legs. Like it had to. Like I mean, for him, like losing weight will help him prevent him from getting injured more. AD, I don't know. AD, I felt like, but he was at his best when he wasn't like too skinny, but not too big. Like I don't know. I feel like what is he? Is his weight now like big?
I heard he gained
biggest
15.
He's been.
Yeah, I heard he's gained 15 pounds.
Like what was his size though when he was 2020 AD, 2020, 2021 AD? Like
he was at least 15 pounds lighter. I don't know exactly what his weight was.
Yeah, a little small. Yeah. He always stayed right around the same.
I mean, you can see it in the photos. Like they had.
I mean, maybe he went to Texas and was like, "Fuck this California fucking healthy lifestyle. I'm gonna go back to eating Texas."
They got some good brisket down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't blame him because you have like good big men in Dallas to where he probably doesn't have to worry about being in the greatest fucking slim down so he can run faster. He got Gafford and Lively, like basically, you know, Gafford plays the 4 sometimes. Like he can play the 5. You know, he has what he wanted. He got basically pretty much 2 big men that can take his spot when he comes out of the game.
And Jason Kidd is going to be tinkering with that offense. Like he could even play AD at 5 and Cooper Flag at 4.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many options for that team. That's the reason why I don't understand why people are just sleeping on Dallas.
Are mad about AD. Yeah, I'm mad about getting AD. I mean, like your head coach won a championship with him. You know, 5 years ago. Like
it's pretty much
actually a good situation for AD. For any situation for AD to be in, AD landed in probably the best situation for himself.
For real.
He got Kyrie
and I want to say
teammate.
This. I want to say this real quick, Samurai the Laker and Jason. We got it. We will accept the Dallas Mavericks fans that are mad that Luka got traded. Y'all can be honorary Los Angeles Mavericks, okay? I know y'all still hurt. Y'all can be honorary Lakers. Though we call them the Los Angeles Mavericks.
Yep.
We had to deal with these LeBron James fans that came over for so long.
Just like we seen all those Cleveland Cavs jerseys at Laker games when they weren't even playing Cleveland, all the LeBron. We're going to see a lot of Luka Dallas jerseys at Staples, like when it's just like like you said, the Luka fans who weren't a fan of just Dallas, but they were Luka fans, and now they're Laker fans. They don't have time to buy or money to get a new jersey, so we're about to see more Dallas Luka jerseys than LeBron Cleveland jerseys.
How long do you think that sentimentality for Luka is gonna last? You think it's gonna be permanent in Dallas, or is it gonna wane with time?
It depends on how good they are. If they have a good season, they're gonna forget about that motherfucker. Well, we live in a microwave society. Motherfuckers gonna forget about it. They're gonna be like, okay, we're good.
I
We
mean,
don't
they
need
do
him no
have
more.
Coop
Cooper
now.
Flag is a shit. Cooper Flag, yeah. Cooper Flag go crazy this year. It's over. They don't
Right.
care. They don't care.
People don't even know Luka
when Kyrie comes back healthy.
People don't even know
What's
that
that
Luka
saying?
ain't
You're only
even
as
the
good as
first
your last game.
77.
What's your saying? You're only as good as your last game. That's like when any sport,
Right.
like any kind of the same thing.
You
Like
do have
they have a good season. They're only all right. We did better than last year. They'll get over Luka.
It seems like you do have a subset. There may be a small subset of Mavs fans who resent Luka because he wouldn't lose weight and get in shape when he was over there, but now that he's somewhere else, he's willing to. So you do have that subset of Mavs fans.
I mean, sure, but he took him to the finals in 2024. You know, when they went to the finals, I mean, they just couldn't beat the better team. So
Right.
he was what, 24 years old, 25. So it's like, I mean, they gotta get over that shit. I know we're a different fan base. We're spoiled. We've been around greatness our whole life, so it's easier for us to say that. So I'm like, I forget they only got what
I love
2
greatness,
chips
man.
there.
I don't get tired of winning.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, if it was a team
love
like Cleveland, like when LeBron left Cleveland and they had never won, and LeBron went on national TV to be like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out. I'm going to Miami." I understand that, but I think with Luka, like Dallas has been a pretty decent team for the past 20 years. Like the 90s and before that, they were garbage. Now they've been pretty solid since then. Won 2 championships. Now they got a good roster. That actually is a team. Going back to talking about matchups, that could be a team that might give us problems. You know, who knows? Maybe because AD takes things personally. He goes to work against Ayton, and then the next big man is Gafford and Lively versus Jackson Hayes. Like that might give us a problem. And then guard wise, wing wise, we might win that matchup. So maybe they might be another problem similar to like Denver. But yeah, I mean AD landed in a good situation. That's why I'm saying those subset of Mavericks fans, I think they'll get over it because they're gonna be like, oh, AD's actually when he's really good, he's good, and then Cooper Flag's probably gonna have a good year, and then Kyrie's gonna come back healthy. Clay might, I don't know about Clay could be the same as he was last year or something, just more of a role guy now. But and they got, like you said, they got Lively, who's what, like 21 years old or some shit, 22.
And they still got Gafford, right? Yeah.
They still got PJ Washington, right? They still got a good ass team.
Yeah, I agree. I do think, and they got Max Christie too, right?
Yeah, Max, that was also a great situation for Max to land there. He started shining right away. I think Dallas fans were like, obviously nobody knew who he was when he got there. Now there's fucking Max Christie jerseys in the crowd in Dallas.
Now Max Christie jerseys.
Yeah.
Alonso, you good with your situation over there?
Maybe we can swoop up his brother.
I have to turn my mic off for a second. I mean my cam over.
Okay.
I had to turn off my camera for a second because I'm moving around.
We got some NSFW shit going on.
And I gotta go in a second.
Okay, no worries.
I'm gonna have to exit, make my exit a little bit. But I'll say this, like I'll say this, like just to close out on my side because I gotta go in a second. But like, I really think that the Lakers will have a great season, especially if our role players continue to develop and play into their roles. Like one thing I do like about DeAndre Ayton is that I think he understands his role. Like rim running, blocking shots. Yeah, like if he can do it consistently, we'll be a great team. You know what I'm saying? To go along with Jackson Hayes, considering that fire under his belt, with Vando, Jake LaRavia, Austin Reeves is gonna have a breakout year. If Austin Reeves could rise to all-star level, yeah, we gonna have something to say. So with that, I'm gonna have to leave y'all a little bit early, but yeah, that's how I feel about the team so far. So I want to say peace out to y'all.
If you guys want.
Laker loyalty for sure, for sure. Follow us on YouTube, on everything. We're gonna put the link tree up. And for sure, make sure y'all come in and chatter. We're gonna be streaming the games, man. I'm ready. I'm excited. Hey, I rock with you guys, man. I gotta go. Peace.
Be easy, bro. I gotta figure out a way. I should have had this already up here. Well, I gotta figure out a way to put this link tree link up.
The link tree up.
Yeah, because
We'll
I
just
had
end it
it.
right here.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me. I actually want to stall a little bit
Yeah.
because I do want to bring it back up. But let's
Oh,
give
you're
some
trying to bring it
closing
up.
remarks real quick, please. What are just I guess a nice thing to close with is what are you most looking forward to seeing this season from our new squad? Mostly kind of new, quasi new squad.
I've seen the defense improve. I mean, we actually there were spurts throughout the season where we were like top 5, top 10 in defense, and I think that's gonna be even better this year. That was even when even with Luka. I know with AD we had a really good defense for like few weeks or months. I think it was like right before we traded AD. Maybe it was it January or December. I remember at one point we were the top defensive teams, and then maybe even after Luka we were still good. So we were still winning before we got Luke and after, but I'm just really looking forward, like, like Marcus Smart, healthy Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, like those all I feel like are tough, like gritty, defensive guys that people like Jake LaRavia might step up and join that, like, crowd favorite, hustle, diving on the floor, guys. I'm just looking forward to that. And then also obviously DA, how he's gonna thrive with Luca. So yeah, like I said, we still got a lot to see. Preseason's only like what, a third of the way done. So it could be a few changes. But just like every other season we're excited, but like because we have a true franchise player for the future, for the foreseeable future for a while, it's definitely a new and exciting time in Lakerland.
Man, I couldn't agree more, and I'm looking forward to all the same things. And I'm just happy to have Laker basketball back, and it is exciting to see how this new roster fits together. There goes that corner three, right? By the way, on the B-roll
Mm,
from
yeah.
Vando, that made me happy. He shot that with so much confidence. But yeah, just seeing all the pieces come together, seeing my man Gabe Vincent ball like he Allen Iverson, all of that. I can't wait to see all of that. Yeah, man. But yeah, we can get up out of here because it's about that time, like we said. But shout out to the Laker Loyalty Podcast, to my co-hosts,
Yeah.
Samurai, aka Egyptian Laker, and Alante, who had to leave a little bit earlier. We doing a damn thing. Follow us on all our socials. You can see the link tree down below.
At Laker Loyalty.
At Laker Loyalty.
At Laker Loyalty.
Man, well, it's been fun.
Peace
And I'm
out.
going to holler at you
Again.
guys later, man.
All right.
Be easy.